simple premise. We build a factory and we automate it by creating widgets. Very, very simple. To start off, we are going to click this button right here. We have our resources up in the top right-hand corner. Iron ingots, which I have just expended all of in order to create a couple of basic widgets. Now, what we can do is we have a map here, and on this big sort of map level, we can build out our factory. We have a couple of different buildings that we can immediately build. We can get ourselves an iron mine. We can build it right over here. We can then get ourselves an iron smelter, which is going to allow us to get some iron smelted. Now, the good news is that we're going to have to go into the iron mine, at least for now, and get all of the iron mined manually. However, we should in time be able to get this all automated, which is exactly what I am after. Now, we can purchase an auto miner. It's going to cost me 4 iron ingots and 2 basic widgets. I don't actually have all that many resources at the present moment, so we're going to get it all queued up. It's going to get progressively more expensive to build these things, but that's okay. We can manage that. Iron smelter. Let's get an iron smelter right in here, and then once it is built, boom, we can go and load the smelter, and we can smelt the iron. Fantastic. It's going to take a little bit of time, but no big deal there. There's also an absolutely gigantic tech tree. And now, well, right up at the top here, we're going to be able to do Omega Casing Factory. Very cool. Yeah, the end goal is to launch some rockets. We're going to get through that in time. And, yeah, now we can prestige and do even more with our automation, which is pretty darn sick. However, down here, at the moment, there's a few things like deconstruction, tier 1 mastery, furnace optimizer, automatically starts the iron smelter when full. You know, stuff like that is going to be super darned handy. Now, I mean, I have to load all of this iron up manually, which is, I mean, honestly, just awful. But then we're going to be able to smelt the iron and get this all done. There we go. And it will immediately get used up, presumably, in our iron mine. There we go. We can see that there's a few things that have already been built. So now at least we have got part of the automation sorted, which is really, really nice. I want to get an auto-loader here. Yeah, so I want to get an auto-loader, or at least queue up a few auto-loaders so that we can start the process of automating pretty much everything. Probably shouldn't be throwing everything into the mines, at least early on. We will also start getting that all sorted. It's going to cost me some basic widgets. We don't really have that much iron to use. We really just need more of this stuff. We need more iron. We need a few more basic widgets. All of our iron ingots are currently going to be going into this. I mean, we can cancel the construction if we want to, but that's fine. Either way, let's get all of this fully upgraded, and then let's also get our iron smelter fully upgraded as well. Right, just creating a few more widgets here. This is looking pretty darn good. I've got all of the auto miners that are just chilling, mining over here, which is great. We've only got 2 auto fillers, but we can also now get the furnace optimizer. I completed the research for that. I've got the resources to get that done. So as soon as you're full, you're just gonna absolutely go for it, and that's great. I'm also gonna just get, like, a few more of these bad boys. I mean, they only cost me iron ingots, and now we have, like, completely automated the process of making iron ingots, so yeah, I'm absolutely going to do that. Look at that. Iron ingots, fully automated, which is great. Now, next thing that I'm probably after is to purchase the auto crafter for a few more widgets to be made here. I know we don't have much iron in order to do that, but I will queue up like 2 or maybe 3 of these just so that we can at least start the process. This is looking nice. I mean, we need a few more iron ingots in order to have a fully operational load. Yeah, that's good. Also, let's have a little look at the tech tree and see what we want to do. Superheated crucible increases smelting speed by a whole bunch. Yes, I'm very interested in that. Now, at the moment, we only have like 1 factory of each. However, in time, we are going to be able to speed things up, and we are going to be able to place additional factories. It's not something that I want to do until we have like fully upgraded factories here, but you know, we're able to do that. We're going to be able to unlock the ability to copy factories. We're going to be able to get, you know, some pretty sick adjacency bonuses from having factories clustered together. I don't know what that was, but there's some pretty good stuff. We can also see at a glance, you know, what our income, production, consumption, etc. is for all of our inventory stuff. Man, I absolutely love this game. I love incremental games. I love factory building games. this game absolutely just has it all. Right, tier 2 technology, it's going to require 864 basic widgets. Now, that may seem slightly out of the realm of possibility right now. Look at this, look at this, look at how quickly we're making iron now, and we're going to be able to accelerate this even faster. This is all looking good. We got plenty of iron coming through here. Amazing. The only thing that we haven't automated yet fully is this area over here, and you know what? If I help out and make a few additional widgets, then yeah, we are able to we're able to make this completely work. We should have basic widget production, consumption. I mean, there should be no consumption, right? I don't think there's any consumption of anything. Either way, let's see if we can try and get into the tech tree. Unlocks a new upgrade for iron mining. Increases iron mining speed by 40%. Yeah, I mean, that'd be kind of nice. Optimized modules. Rapid assembly increases basic widget crafting speed. Yeah, you know what? I'll get that. We can immediately do that. Is there any upgrade that I need to apply here? Yes, there absolutely is. It's going to cost me 9 iron ingots and 8 basic widgets. That's fine. We can do that. Not enough iron ore coming through. That's kind of to be expected. And honestly, probably something that I should deal with by getting myself another one of these iron smelters. Yeah, let's get that built. We're going to need more iron ingots in order to make it happen, but that's just fine. And we're also probably going to need another mine. So, you know what? Yeah, let's queue up another mine as well, and let's get all of this built. All right, there's my secondary iron smelter built, and there's my secondary iron mine built. Okay, note to self, whenever we're making, you know, some major improvements, I think it's probably good policy to start at the most basic resource, i.e. the iron ore extraction in the first instance, and then sort of like try and work our way up here, because, you know, even iron ore, right? Like, we're just not producing anywhere near the amount that we need to in order to get everything working. But yeah, we need to upgrade this, at least for the moment. We need to upgrade it. We're soon going to be able to unlock the ability to sort of copy and paste. These inserters are just not inserting anywhere near fast enough, and obviously we don't have any upgrades over here. I mean, I can manually sort of stick this stuff in, and I think this will at least get us above the threshold for now. But we're turning so much iron ingot into basic widgets. We're doing it so darn quickly now that we've got this sort of upgrade over here. I love it. Right, let's do the efficient extraction. Yep, we're going to get that done. And then after that, doubles the number of tier 1 items crafted by hand. Not that bothered, to be honest. Superheated Crucible, increasing the crafting speed. Yep, I am absolutely interested in getting that after we get done. Unlocks a new upgrade, increases basic widget productivity. A percentage chance to craft an additional item for free. Don't mind if I diddly do, video game. That would be fantastic. Right now, our major problems, the fact that we just do not have an automated setup over here. Of course, because of the way that I've queued up all of these orders, unfortunately, this isn't going to get built until the research is done. So basically, when you sort of queue everything up, it will get the resources will get allocated to everything in the order that they are queued up for. So yeah, we do need to be careful about that. But whatever. I mean, who really cares? Let's just get it. Let's just get all the research done. I mean, I love this. It's so satisfying to do. It really is. It's so satisfying to play. It's so satisfying to flip and watch. This game is like ultimate satisfaction. Really, really it is for somebody who likes factory automation. Yes, efficient exploration or extraction. I forgot about that. Let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. What do we need? Iron ingots, basic widgets. Yes, yes. More. Okay, there's our superheated crucible upgrades. Yeah, I would love to increase smelting speed. Yep, and now we've got this fully automated. Nice. And then we will get that superheated crucible, which is fantastic. We'll get this to become a superheated crucible as well. I think now we're finally getting on top of our iron ore production issues. Yeah, the basic widget stuff is, you know, it can take a while. I'm not really that bothered about it. As long as we're getting more than enough iron ore coming through, that's what really matters. Production, consumption, yeah, we're not really making as much as we should be here, but hopefully it will improve over the course of time. Right, next things next. Let's get optimized materials over here. Anything else that I want to get? No, because these upgrades are all available at other tiers. We're going to have to make it up to tier 2 technology, which is 864 basic widgets. That's quite a lot, actually. That is quite a lot. Right, I might as well get deconstruction. I might as well get tier 1 mastery. It's not going to take that long for us to do anyway, since we've pretty much got all of the goods in hand. And then, yeah, probably want to build, like, another couple of factories in order to try and make this happen just a little bit quicker. But I think I'm probably going to queue up, like, 1, 2, maybe 3 more iron ore extractions, a couple more iron smelters, and then maybe one more widget factory before we sort of make the big push up to tier 2. Oh, and yeah, of course, we'll get the optimized materials upgrade as well for the nice increase in productivity. All right, reasonably happy with where we are. We've got 5 mines, we've got 5 iron smelters. Everything is looking reasonably good in the sort of production menu, so I think we're just about ready to go for the tier 2 technology push. Now, the interesting thing about this, right, is that it takes basic widgets in order to get there. At the present moment, we can only store up to 100 of anything. So we need to be a little bit sort of cognizant of the fact that we can only store 100, and therefore we need to just wait until it's pushed up. Now, we are going to be able to... There we go. I was just about to point out that we're going to be able to get a warehouse, which is going to allow us to increase our cap, our resource cap. I'm very, very keen to try and do that as quickly as I possibly can, but we need to get up to tier 2 research first. Right, built an additional widget factory just to help things along. We're at 860 out of 864 little milestones. We've reached tier 2 milestones in 55 minutes and 44 seconds. That's a bit longer than... I don't know why that took me so long. Okay, whatever. I really haven't been playing for that long, but hey-ho. Anyway, what's the tech tree looking like right now? First of all, the warehouse is definitely something that I'm after. Spinning widgets are our next objective. So, we've got a whole bunch of additional resources that we can now unlock. And there's also a bunch of stuff in Tier 1 that we can now go back to. Frame relocation, that was actually unlocked beforehand, but that's fine. So, it looks like there's this gyroscope fabricator. Combines basic widgets and delicate glass into precision gyroscopes. So, I really want to get the warehouse. Yeah, that's very, very important. Sandpit refines pure sand, glass kiln, gyroscope fabricator, and a widget spinner. Okay, let's get sand. Let's get a sand extraction sort of process started here. Annoyingly fine grains with surprisingly large number of uses. Okay, auto miners for the sand. Let's do it. And we will also start the process of auto-mining this ourselves. It looks like after the first auto-miner, it's going to require spinning widgets in order to get that up and running, operational. Let's get sand processing done over here, I suppose. Glass kiln, yep, so we literally just need to smelt sand. Yeah, see, this is going to require spinning widgets after the first thingy as well. Right, what's up? We need to... Oh, yeah, look at this. We need to increase the heat of the furnace in order to get glass smelted, and we have no way at the present moment to automatically increase this, so that's fine. But look, once we've got the sort of rough automation in place, we should be fine. So that's glass. Then we've got gyroscope fabricator. Let's go and put this down over here. That's gonna not take very long at all. Right, gyroscope fabricator, we need to click and hold this. Fine. And can I automate this? Yeah, I can automate this very, very easily. So at least we're going to start the process of getting these gyroscopes. Very nice. Looking good. Pretty happy with that. And then from there, what can we get? We can get a widget spinner, which I'm going to put down over here. Fine. And it's going to cost me 113 basic widgets, which will take no time at all because we buffer 100 automatically. And you... Out of phase. I see. All we need to do is click and hold whenever this thing gets into the right zone. And it's worth noting that this combines basic widgets and the gyroscope in order to make that work. Okay, that's fine. We got a lot of basic stuff to be getting on with, but I am reasonably confident that this can now all be completely automated. Worth noting that I think I've queued up all of this stuff to be automated first. That is completely fine. We want to start with the basics, and then we work our way up to glass. Excellent. And then up to the gyroscope fabricator, which I will queue up after we get done with all the glass. And then we can start working on the widget spinners, although I maybe should get that at least somewhat automated because this is going to be a little bit of an annoying clickage. Right, let me get sort of production sorted, and then let's take a look at the tech tree and the tier 2 upgrades. Right, things are looking good. I've still got one sand pit, a couple of glass kilns, and a gyroscope fabricator, but everything is upgraded fully to the max. The widget spinner, which is doing a good job, is also fully automated. Let's have a little look at the tech tree. Sand extraction? Yeah, that's exactly where we're going to start. Remember, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Also, a warehouse. I absolutely love the idea of a warehouse. I also got tier 1 mastery, doubles the number of tier 1's items crafted by hand. Doesn't really particularly matter, but I sort of figured I would get it because I can afford it very easily. Same with frame relocation. We can do that very easily because, I mean, we've got the tier 1. We've got the tier 1 items on lock. I mean, we've pretty much maxed them all out, which is really, really nice. Now, I want to then get glass or kiln governor. Automatically adjusts the kiln's temperature. Yep, I will do that. That's great. And anything else? Unlocks the spin stabilizer, increases spinning widget productivity by 10%. Yeah, and then increases the spinning widget crafting speed by 40%. I think I'll take this one first, and then we will get the spin stabilizer after that. I do need to get the upgrades sort of filtered through here. 12 basic widgets, 7 spinning fidgets. Mechanical increases sand harvesting speed by 50%. That is actually kind of gargantuan. Same with Kiln Governor. 20 glass, we're going to find it a little bit difficult to do because we are just waiting for... Yeah, we're just waiting for resources to come through here. This is just painful. The glass smelting is just happening far too slowly. There we go. We need to get the speed up. We need to get it all sorted. Right, let's get 20 glass. There we go. Make sure that that's all sorted. Nice. Okay, so Kiln Governor. We'll queue up both of the upgrades. It might take a second for us to get the glass needed. But yeah, with that Kiln Governor, we should have no issues smelting glass at the totally appropriate speed. Plus, with the sand extraction rate, I'm pretty confident. There's a bunch of other sand upgrades that we can clearly get in a little bit. The next thing that we're going to need is the gyroscope upgrade, which I don't have access to at the moment. That is very important to note. Spin stabilizer, yeah, can get that. Anything at tier 1 that I want to get increases the productivity of 40% when placed on rocks. That's worth noting. Increases the furnace loading speed by 150%. You know what? I'm not actually that bothered about any of these things. We might want to get some upgrades in due course, but I'm not overly concerned about it, to be honest. I'll get the increased spinning productivity, and then I think I'll probably go back and just build one of these additional gyroscope fabricators, because we just need more of them. It's the real limiting factor for us right now. I mean, if I click here, you can see the area where it all stops is gyroscope. That is absolutely not what we want to see happening. So, yeah, I think one more of these, and then let's maybe make the push for the next tier. It's not that far away, and by getting this tier, it's going to give me more stuff. Oh yeah, I need to get a warehouse, don't I? That is very important. Where do I want to build the warehouse? Let's build the warehouse, like, over here somewhere. Expands the storage capacity. That will allow me to buffer way more items, which I'm quite excited about doing. You do not have the upgrades yet. I don't know why I didn't deploy the upgrades appropriately, but I will need to do that anyway. And then after that, let's go back and get all of the upgrades for the gyroscope here. Good. I honestly think that with these upgrades in place, there we go. Thank you very much. I can help out a little bit with these upgrades in place. I think that's gonna make all the difference. The warehouse as well is gonna be a fantastic addition. And then yeah, I think we push to tier 3. So the warehouse is now built. We can actually jump on inside it and see we can add 10 storage for all items, which is fine. Or we can specifically increase the tier 1 stuff by 100 or tier 2 stuff by 100. I think tier 2 stuff by 100 is probably what we care about, at least now. That may change in time, but yeah, for now, everything is looking good. Sand production is a little bit sketchy, but that's only presumably because we have now got 2 glass facilities. We'll get all of that. We'll get all of that. And just like that, sand production will be totally sorted, which is really great. Okay, yeah, I think making the big push for tier 3 is definitely something that I want to do. However, I might just add a little bit of additional glass capacity. Maybe 2 more of those. Maybe 1 more sand factory as well. I mean, I'm at the point right now where my spinning widget manufacturing is happening fast enough that we can realistically get everything built pretty darn quickly, but I'm going to need probably another widget spinner factory in order to get everything to work. So yeah, maybe with the double glass, maybe double up the gyro fabricator as well, and maybe 1 or 2 more widget spinner factories. Then I think we go for the big push here. Updated things slightly here. Added a new sand pit, added a new widget spinner production facility, added some more glass production capacity. And look at that, we have reached tier 3, which is grand. So that unlocks a bunch of stuff at tier 2. I've got the stuff at tier 1. None of it, I don't think it really was necessary, but I got it anyway because I've got excess resources. What do we need in order to get to tier 4? This is going to be capacitor widgets. Man, there's so much stuff here. I absolutely love it. Increases productivity by 25% when placed on a sand tile. Yes, that is why I placed it on a sand tile, actually. Increases glass crafting speed by 50%. So this is batteries and capacitor widgets. Okay, wow, there's a lot of tier 3 stuff. Okay, pumps oil up deep from within the earth. I mean, is there any, like, oil adjacency bonuses? Ooh, a logistics hub. Offers improved item handling to adjacent frames. Increases crafting speed by 40%. Consumes a moderate to large amount of power. Okay, that's cool. Construction overview that shows you the progress of active construction projects in your game. Very cool. Reduces the exponential cost increase of building frames. Yes, I am interested in all of that. Is there? I mean, I don't know where oil is going to be best, but we can always sort of like drag these things around if we need them to be moved around. We will purchase 1 oil derrick, and then from then on we will require more capacitors. Okay, so this is where we need to keep the progress of oil. That's nice. Burns raw oil to generate power. Let's build that like over here, I guess. Sure. We're going to be able to make that happen. Recharges batteries. Sure, we'll also build that. So how does this work in here? We burn oil, and we pump it. Okay, that's good. Spinning widgets, gyrocopter. No, that's not the word that I was looking for. Gyroscope. Yep, we'll get that. We'll get that automated once. We'll get this automated once as well. So energizing batteries, we need to just alternatively click this in order to get this... Thank you. In order to get this battery charged. And that costs iron ingot, basic widget, and a little bit of power. Worth considering. Capacitor bank will build up here, which again shouldn't be too challenging for us to do. Now this is a bit of a messy one for us because we need to line things up perfectly. Yeah, we need to line things up perfectly before we're going to be able to charge the capacitor. So being able to automate this process here is basically what I want to do in the very first instance. The battery, yep, you're going to continue to work and do that. I mean, honestly, this is going to be a pain. It's going to be a pain to do if I can't automate that. The battery production as well. Yeah, we absolutely want to get more battery production. But in terms of oil, that's looking fine, isn't it? But yeah, lots of capacitor widgets before we can even... I mean, yeah, loads of capacitor widgets, actually, before we can even look at getting ourselves an upgrade. It's gonna take a little bit of effort, video game, but that's all right. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it happen. Batteries, yeah, we'll get the batteries done first. I think batteries we can do fairly easily. The power plant, yeah, we'll also get this upgraded over here so that we can start generating a bit more power automatically. And then, yeah, almost certainly this thing, because this is an annoying process to automate. And if we don't have all of the components, then we will be in trouble. Yeah, okay, so next thing that I need to do is get this area upgraded, probably 3 capacitor widgets. Yep, let's do it. 4 capacitor widgets. Yeah, I think basically sequentially, I just want to sort of put all of the resources into here in the first instance anyway. Oops. Did not mean to do that. By the way, we get an adjacency bonus because the widget factory is plonked down next to just one widget factory. So if we put them down in like little pairs here, we get a 40% construction bonus. Same with the iron mine. We get a 40% construction bonus or extraction bonus because it's placed on rocks. So that is really quite nice. Power-wise, yeah, we will get more power production after we get done with all of the other upgrades. See, this is where that construction window would be really, really quite handy to have. But we can't get that until later. And then queue up this. Great. And then queue up this as well. So it should all be queued up in the right configuration. We just need loads and loads of additional capacitor widgets in order to make it happen. That's fine. We'll get there eventually. Alright, everything is upgraded. We've got the oil derrick done. We've got the oil power plant done. We've got the battery energizer. All looking good. This is also looking good as well. The real weak sort of flaw in the plan is the fact that we can't automate this. That is going to be the first priority. automatically maintains optimal oil pressure. Yeah, that is exactly what I'm interested in, actually. So we'll get that sorted. Unlocks a new pump upgrade. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that, to be honest. Increases power generation productivity by 40%. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for that as well. In fact, I think we're gonna do black gold first. Then we're gonna get this. 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 We'll explore what that means in just a second. But for now, yeah, making sure that this is well optimized is, yeah, pretty much exactly where we want to be. Battery production remains challenging. Power production also remains challenging. We're going to need to sort of duplicate up on these power plants as well in a little bit. But if we can sort of escape some of that need to build another plant by getting just a sort of straight up productivity increase, then that'd be quite nice. There we go. Research-wise, what do we need? 10 more capacitors? Easy peasy. Although, to be fair, like, we don't really need more oil right now. Let's instead get flame stack. Yeah, let's get that first. Because we've got... Are you being automatically maintained? I think you are being automatically maintained. Brilliant. So yeah, we're actually fine for oil now. Are we fine for everything else? Yeah, we're fine for all of the tier 1 stuff. Oh yeah, I got another warehouse as well. We're fine for the tier 1 stuff. We're fine for the tier 2 stuff. Is there anything else that we can get? Core drilling increases iron mining speed. I am very interested in that. Tier 2 mastery. Yeah, let's actually get tier 2 mastery now because, I mean, we've got plenty of basic widgets, got plenty of spinning widgets as well. Increases basic widget crafting speed by 50%. I mean, I do like that idea, but I don't love it. The power facility is now ready to go. Let's absolutely throw some of these into there. I mean, I think we're going to get another power facility, honestly, probably before we get just about anything else. Yeah, so that should give me, what was that, 40%? That was a 40% boost. If we hold shift, we can get more details. 40% productivity increase. Is that gonna be fine? Production is 1.2, consumption is 1. So we're managing to hold even now. We're managing to hold even. The battery charger, how's that looking? Battery charger is production of 1, consumption of 1. And then you consume, well, consumption is 0 because we don't actually consume anything at the moment. But yeah, definitely more battery production is required. Increases battery crafting speed. Yeah, I'll get that. Increases capacitor widget productivity by 7%. I'll get that first because productivity is just a free bonus. And then crafting speed, that's going to be a problem. I want to get the logistics hub as well. I want to get the logistics hub and maybe sort of tie that into some of this infrastructure over here. I think I can make that work. Either way, it's pretty much batteries that are the sort of limiting factor for us right now. Sustainable wiring. Yep, let's get that upgrade sort of plumbed in. I'm also going to queue up another battery production facility. 33 capacitor widgets is quite a lot. The glass we can obviously do pretty much instantaneously. But yeah, more batteries definitely required, especially now that our power position is a little bit more sorted, although I probably will want to get another power facility in here in just a second. All right, and that is another upgrade for, I say another upgrade, it's the first upgrade that we've got for, it's the second upgrade that we've got for the capacitor bank. Also got the super juiced upcharger for the battery assembler here, so we're able to craft batteries even faster. Got an additional oil power plant, got an additional battery thing, got more oil field, etc. Here's what I want to do. I want to build a logistics hub. I want to build a logistics hub right in the center there. So this theoretically is going to increase crafting speed by 40%. I presume for everything that is directly around it. Obviously we haven't got anything there, but I mean, I don't know how much power it's consuming. Apparently a hell of a lot. Let's see if we can try and move this over to here. Yeah, that's going to massively strain my... Well, it's going to massively strain everything. Production of 3.1, consumption of 4.4. Yeah, we have nowhere near enough oil production in order to make this all sort of come together and work properly. Let's get 2 more oil production facilities, which actually, remarkably, we are able to just build instantly. That's surprising. Okay. That's really good, actually. Yeah, start with the regulator thing, and then get that all sorted. Wow. Okay, so we make capacitors really, really quickly now. So what's the speed? Yeah, upgrades are plus 50%, and the logistics give us plus 40%. So that is lightning quick. That is really, really quick. Okay, well, we're gonna get ourselves another power plant because that's what we need in order to in order to sustain this ridiculously expensive operation. Battery assembler, yeah, I think I've got all of the upgrades that we need to get for that. Let's get this. Power generation increased. Let's get all of this. Let's burn oil manually a little bit. Why the heck not? Is that going to be enough power? I think that should be more than enough power. Production, 4.3. Consumption, 4.2. Theoretical max is 5.9. Well, that, to me, tells me that we don't have enough power production. But you know what? It's fine. Battery production, I think we were completely fine for. But now, I think we are maybe a bit less fine for because we've boosted the capacitor bank's production speed by so darned much. But I kind of love it. I'm kind of here for it. Right, anything else? Allows a single frame to benefit from multiple logistics hub, but each hub has a diminished effect. Okay, maybe. I will take... reduces the exponential cost of things. Increases pump speed by 50%. Yeah, let me get the pump speed by 50%. Because I've got 4 oil fields, and I don't think it's actually required that I have 4. But now that I've got 4, I mean, I might as well use it. We'll get that. We'll get 1 more of these suckers. Yeah, holy cow. We build stuff fast. This logistics hub has absolutely changed things around. The fact that I have 1 capacitor bank and it's producing as fast as it is bonkers. I actually think I'm going to nab 1 more battery. Do I need 1 more power plant? I think I actually might, you know. I'm going to get 1 more power plant. We're doing things fast here. We're doing things fast, and I'm kind of here for it. Capacitor widgets, don't worry, we're going to be fixing those capacitor widget production issues in just a second, and all of them are going into the next oil power plant that I happen to be building. But that's fine, and I'll tell you why it's fine. It's fine because we are about to make the big old push to Tier 4, which is very, very exciting indeed. Before we do that, however, I'm actually going to nab another warehouse. Going to build the warehouse over here, which is going to cost not very much. And this is going to be storage for Tier 3 items, which is going to allow me to just buffer those few additional resources. You, are we sorted for everything? I think I might be sorted for everything. I think I might be fine for batteries now. Yeah, I think I'm mostly fine for batteries. We could be doing a little bit more fine. Theoretical max is 5.7, so I suppose, yeah, we could be increasing it by just a smidge. I guess I'll do it. I guess I'll do it since I build things so darn quickly now. There we go. Not enough tier 1? Not that. Look at that. That's not something that you expect to see. So, tier 1 widgets, we can improve production of this. Increases basic widget crafting speed with 16 batteries and 22 capacitors. I think that is an upgrade that we will need to apply on our basic widget machines. We also now get 5 here. Oh, there we go. Easy, get that upgraded. That might put a little bit of strain on our resource extraction, i.e. our iron ingots. Yep, and our iron ore. Definitely the iron ore. Consumption is 13. But, again, if there is an upgrade to be had, I can get it. Increases drilling speed by 40%. I mean, it's practically free. I'll do it. I'll absolutely do it. Nice. We'll obviously apply this to everything, because why the heck not? It's 2 power, 2 capacitor widgets. It's hardly expensive. But just like that, I think we've managed to get right back on top of our basic widget production. Basic iron production, not so much, but basic widget production has at least been sorted. And now we're all the way up to 63, 65 capacitor widgets. Wow. Feels really, really good. Oil production is holding mostly steady. Power production is a little bit on the low side. Was there one of these that I didn't end up fully upgrading? No. I think we've got everything. Okay, well, that's fine. I think that's level enough that we can maybe make the push up to tier 4, which I am very excited to do. So let's go and do it. We've already got 100 and something capacitors in there. As we progress, you know, you won't see it because it'll be edited out, but I can just sort of slowly increase the number of buildings that we've got here. You know, for example, everything fully upgraded here. Yeah. For example, we can throw in a few oil fields. I think the way that it works is if I decide to build a building, then the capacitors will be allocated, at least initially, to go and build this building. So I'm fine with that. We'll build another power facility right here. Maybe even get another logistics hub and just surround it by power buildings. Is that power positive? Kind of want to try it. Let's cancel that. Build this in. Actually, hold on. Does this get... Let's see if this gets... Yeah, this gets plus 40% from the logistics hub. So there's pretty much no reason not to move these over here. And then just get more power in the process, right? Yeah. Heck yeah, that works. That is perfect for us. That is absolutely brilliant. So it's only you that now just don't get the bonus. We're full on storage. Capacitor banks are doing as much as they possibly can. But I don't want to build another one. I don't want to build another capacitor bank, because if we do, then it's absolutely going to tip us over the edge. Either way, we're already a third of the way towards the tier 4 technology, so let's skip forward in time to when I've actually accomplished that objective. And we are just about up to tier 4, 765 out of 781. I did cave and get another capacitor bank, but yeah, I mean, it's fine. Mostly we are okay. And if we're not... Yeah, we're okay. We're not mostly okay. We've got some issues with iron production, but that's fine. Who cares? We're at tier 4. Let's celebrate that instead. Right. Okay, what have we got at earlier levels? Expanded shelf storage for the warehouse. Doubles smelter capacity. That is going to be super useful because my iron ingot production is one of the major sort of bottlenecks that we are going to have. Let's explore all of the sort of sequential upgrades in a bit. And what have we got here? We've got a copper mine. We've got copper forge. We've got a plastic extractor, which turns oil into plastic. We've got a circuit fab, and then we've got a computational engine. Right. Okay. Tier 3 mastery, we can get that done right now and get that done easily, so let's just do it. Adds a construction window. Yep, I would love that. Again, we can do that fairly easily. So, let's have a little look-see. Copper mine. I am going to assume that we're going to get a bonus at some point later on from having the copper mine on rocks, so that's what we will do. I'm going to try and sort of cluster all of the various things together so that we've got like a tier, you know, we got like a tier 1 area, we got like a tier 2 area, we got a tier 3 area, and now we'll have like a tier 4 area, which is, I think, kind of nice to do. Capacitor widgets, we're still working on that. A circuit fab, we will get that up here. And a computational engine we will put over here. All right, so how does the copper mine work? Copper mine works like so. We've got an auto miner, which we can purchase for 7 capacitor widgets, and then, yeah, it's going to be computational widgets after that. So we can, like, do minor automations, at least for now, which we will obviously do, even though we don't have enough capacitors. Why the heck do we not have enough capacitors? Is that because we don't have enough basic widgets or something? What's the issue? Is it batteries? It shouldn't be batteries. It's batteries. It's fine. Could get more battery production, but then I need to get more power production. I mean, I'm gonna need to get more oil production anyway. We're gonna need to get lots of stuff. We're gonna need to get lots of stuff increased. I've also got like a construction overview now, which we can look at. That's quite handy. Plastic extractor. So we need to pressurize and then extract. Right. Fine. Let's get this at least somewhat automated so that we can get a little bit of plastic generation. Computational engine. 3 plus 8 is 11. What's that? Circuit boards. Oh, we need circuit boards first. So that's refined copper. Copper ingots plus plastic equals that. Copper forge. I've not even looked at the copper forge yet. It works exactly like an iron forge. That makes, honestly, probably perfect sense, right? So we bang all this in there, or as much as we possibly can, and then we smelt. A forge hatch loads copper in every 5 seconds. Yep, that's what I need. It's basically an autoloader, and then 2 batteries, and then 3 computational widgets. It's gonna take a long time to get all of that upgraded, but that's okay. Right, then computational engine. 24 divided by 3 is 8. Nope, circuits first. Engraved circuits. Let's get one of these so that at least we've got it slightly automated. Oh, insufficient charge. Right, so we need to pull down, and then, so we need to, like, prime, and then activate. Fine. That's okay. We're okay with that. So that's what we need, and then computational engine, 7 plus 9, what's that, 16? Yep. It's literally just a sort of straight a straight little maths engagement here. 27? There we go. That's really, really testing me. Okay, so now that we've got all of this coming in, what do I want to automate first? The auto miner for the plastic is almost certainly what we want to be doing. I've got one... No, I don't have one of everything. I should get one of everything, though. That's going to take a little while to come to fruition. There we go. 6 divided by 4 is 4. Excellent. Plastic as well. Yeah, fine. Cool. And then forge, we're also going to need to get more of these. In fact, you know, I feel like we should get more of these first. Don't know why, I just feel like it's the right thing to do. Right, anyway, as ever, I'll go and get this fully upgraded, and then we can take a little look at the tech tree and see what we want to select from there. Right, everything is upgraded, looking good. Computational engine running at max capacity, plastic extractor, and not quite the forge, actually. We can do that. I need to automate the smelting here. That is absolutely critical. I've also not upgraded these because I don't think I need them, but that's probably because I'm not sort of like optimizing when I actually do the smelting. So, yeah, that's going to need to get fixed. That's going to need to get fixed pretty much as soon as possible. Unlocks the auto smelt. Yeah, I'm 100% going to do that. Increases copper mining speed. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Increases smelting speed. Yeah, I'm okay with that too. Crafting speed of plastic, stuff like that. That's not bad. Productivity of the computational board. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like overly in love with any of these things. We're obviously going to get this upgrade. This is the most important upgrade that I think we can get, because otherwise, I mean, literally everything grinds to a halt if this operation does not continue. So getting that sort of sorted is a really big win there, and that might put more pressure on my copper ore situation, but let's just smelt it now. Fine. It's weirdly, it seems to like increase in speed, or maybe that's just my perception. Yeah, because what do you need? It's not plastic. It's literally just copper ingots. Well, it's copper ingots for the circuit boards, but you know what I mean. Copper ingots for the circuit boards. That is what is required right now. And now that we've got the auto smelt in place, that is definitely going to make a bit of a difference. We might as well sort of follow through and get the additional auto miners sort of set up over here, just so that we have maxed out our copper production. But then, yeah, tech tree wise, we need to think about what we actually do want. Rapid heat induction. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Let's just sort of sequentially follow it up. We'll do the turbo drill motors. We'll do the rapid heat induction coils. Then we'll get the enhanced chemical mixer. And then is there anything else? Yeah, we'll get the productivity because it's just completely free. And then we'll get the rapid component feeder as well. Increases computational widget crafting speed by 50%. Yeah, I've just literally upgraded everything. So that's somewhat ridiculous, I suppose. But that's fine. I'm totally fine with just doing that. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get that all sorted. Let's make sure that this is loaded and fully operational, because yeah, it's just copper ingots that are causing us a problem. But once we've got all of that, research done, I think we'll be in a heck of a better place. And honestly, this is a nice easy quick one for me, which is good. Plastic seems totally fine. We've got 83 plastic components. If I could get another warehouse, I would be happy. Let's build it down there. We can build it instantly, right? Tier 4. Man, I love the fact that there's 12 tiers. I absolutely flippin' love it. It's so darn good. Right, turbo drill motors already coming through there. Boom, we'll get you upgraded. That won't get upgraded until after we do the tech. I love this little construction window as well. That's really nice. Is there any other sort of like meta stuff that we can do? Reduces the exponential increase of building frames. Yep, we'll do it. Enhances the construction overview, allowing you to pause and resume all construction globally. Enhances the construction view, allows you to cancel all construction projects. Yeah, I'll take that. That's easy. Allows you to copy and paste entire sections to your factory. Yes, please, video game. That is so good. Adds cut and paste functionality to the clone layout. Adds an area using copy tool. Yeah, fine. I'll take it. I'll take it instantly. Expanded shelf storage. Nah. I mean, look, until we start running into sort of like production issues of our Tier 3, Tier 2, Tier 1 stuff, I'm just going to press ahead with Tier 4. The fact that we've got the ability to copy and paste now is just brilliant, because it means that we can just get away with upgrading one single building and then sort of copying and pasting it as we need to. We no longer need to like necessarily go into the weeds of any sort of like individual any individual area. Look at this. We can pause construction. We can cancel all. Oh, you love to see it. We can move up sort of priority stuff here. It's great. Really, really good. Do you need anything else? Not enough circuit boards? We can fix circuit boards. What are circuit boards? Yeah, the issue is this. Increase heat smelting heat thing, etc. We'll get that. We literally do not need any more raw copper. It's just refined copper that we were really after. I'll queue up another copper forge. Not like it's going to get built for a little while, according to my construction overview. But that's fine. Look at that. I've actually moved rapid heat induction coils. That's the speed boost for the coils. Moved that right up to the top, so all that our computational widgets and our circuit boards, which are, yeah, competing a little bit, I suppose, to actually get made. But once that rapid heat induction stuff is done, I think we're going to be in a much better position to get copper, because that is really our limiting factor. I mean, this thing is going to look like such a beast when all of the upgrades are added. It's pretty darn cool. There we go. Smelting speed. Now that goes way faster. It's good. I still need the second one, obviously, but, I mean, we don't need it as sort of desperately now, which is really nice. Okay, let's get all of this stuff done. Happy days. I don't think there's anything else in the tech tree that I want to worry about right now, although beach harvest. I mean, yeah, some of these tier 2 things, they only require tier 2 upgrades. Yeah, so beach harvest is just batteries and capacities. I might as well just get it because we can do it for free, which is kind of nice. Anything else require easy stuff? Coordinated logistics. Yeah, we can get that. That was around from tier 2. I could have got that. A little while ago. Don't think that there's anything else that I really want to get. We've got the plastic enhancer, which is good. We'll queue that up as well. Again, not much worry about it happening quickly. But, you know, the funny thing is, right? The funny thing is, not enough circuit boards? Yeah, I figured not enough circuit boards. The funny thing is about this game is, like, when it starts to get going, it gets going really, really, really darn fast. Yeah, so I know the copper and all that situation, but once we make it happen, it just flipping goes. I realize I'm probably stressing things out a little bit by getting everything upgraded at the same time, so let's maybe be a little bit more strategic. We'll get our second copper forge, we'll get it fully upgraded, and then finally we'll manage to get on top of our circuit production issues, because, yeah, half of these issues are the fact that we just don't have enough copper coming in right now, and that is easy to rectify. We just need more copper production. Oh, would you look at all this green? We have done so much. Okay, rapid component feeder is done. The drill motors upgrade for the copper mine is done. And did I already build that? Apparently so. Okay. The smelter, this is our second smelter, of course. We're just about to the point where we can fully get that automated and upgraded, which is really, really nice. It's probably going to be a case of circuit fabrication next. But now we are going to copy you and we are going to paste you right there. And I very much hope that is going to apply all of the internal upgrades. If it doesn't, I'm going to be a sad, sad individual. Increase computational speed. Yep, I will do that. And I will move that right to the top because we do need more computational production. Although, that being said, is there any point in getting this upgrade if I just don't have enough circuits? Probably not, to be fair. Oh well, I've done it now. Oh yeah, by the way, this is all of the auto workers. I didn't even see that, but yeah, so all of the auto workers are automatically queued up to get upgraded. That is fantastic. That's really, really good. Okie doke. So what do we need? We need 1,285 computational widgets for the next upgrade. How confident am I that we can deliver that? There we go. Look at all of this stuff. It's all queued up. It's all fantastic. 2 plus 5. That's 7. Not enough circuits. Yep, that's okay. We're gonna sort that. We're gonna sort that out. We're gonna sort that out. Well and truly properly. How am I doing power production wise? I'm actually doing not terribly power production wise. You know what? Let's get a flippin' logistics hub. Let's do it. Let's get that built. We can actually build it fairly easily. The circuit fab can go there. Is that gonna tax my power? Yeah, it does look like it's going down just a little bit. And actually, my oil production... Oops. My oil production is a little bit sketchy. I wonder, is there something that I can get that would improve My oil production, there is. It means that I need to build on a swamp tile. What the heck is a swamp tile? That's fine. So we just get this moved over here. Nice. And I'm going to leave space for a logistics center right in the center there. But that's going to be... I mean, once this is all fixed, that's just free. It's just free oil. And then that means that I don't have to worry about building another one. And that's great. Power production-wise, yeah, I mean, I did talk about getting more power production. And honestly, the idea of getting another power production facility in here and then having a logistics center right in the middle, I honestly am kind of a big fan of. I should have just copy and pasted there. I don't know why I didn't copy and paste. But if I just go Control-C, 2 more of those. Yep, we need more spinning widgets. We got 12 things queued up, but I mean, it's going to be done in no time at all because we actually have plenty. The logistics hub is going to be doing fine. Is that going to give me more plastic and more circuit board production? Yeah, look at that. Circuit board production is way up. Copper ingots still a little bit low. Copper ore a little bit low, but that's because we only have... There we go. We only have one single copper mine. You don't need anything else. You don't need anything else for now. The copper is just more computational stuff. And actually, you know what? Let's move you within range here so that you're able to produce just that little bit faster. What's your issue? Not enough spinning. Not enough spinning widgets. You're kidding me. Really? We ran out? I mean, I could get an upgrade. If there's an upgrade that suits here, that'd be great. Spinning widget crafting speed by 40%. Or increases crafting speed by 60% when built adjacent to, but not on top of rocks. Well, I like both of these upgrades. And you know what? We will try and account for that. So, adjacent to, but not on top of rocks. How about that? It looks pretty darn good to me. And are we doing... Yeah, we're doing this first, and then we're doing this. Okay, great. Right, all of these widget spinners have been moved to the correct location, so they now have got bonus production, and we've got the next level of upgrade as well, which I think is an extra 40%. That's probably going to put a little bit of strain on the gyroscope, like, production chain, but I'm not actually going to worry about that too much at the moment. We'll fix that. We'll fix that on our sort of long hike up to the next tier. 1,285 computational widgets. Is there anything that I want to do before I sort of make that push up there? Doubles the number of tier 4 items? Nah. Build menu showing the maximum type of frames by each and everything. Yeah, that seems good, but it seems like something that I can do next time I go up. I think we need another computational engine. To be honest, we'll just get that and we'll paste that over there. And the great thing about copying and pasting is that I can now just automatically just do all of this at once. That's amazing. It's really, really good. Still don't have enough of these things. And then is it gyroscopes? Is it, yeah, literally just gyroscopes here? Yeah, I worry about that. I do worry about that. Right, increases productivity when adjacent to at least one glass kiln. Increases gyroscope crafting speed. We'll get both of those upgrades. At least one glass kiln. Do you get bonuses for being next to one another? Minus 12% productivity. Why is that low? Speed is minus 11%. There we go. Plus 25, plus 25. Yeah, that's fine. Gyroscopes will at least be slightly faster now. We can also get this upgrade. This upgrade. Yep, good, good, good. And that will be enough, I hope. Production is 5. Theoretical max is a little bit more than that. Let's go copy, paste. Copy. Copy here. Can I rotate? I can't rotate, but I can at least do that there. And copy, paste. Copy, paste. How's that? That's probably enough. We're going to need loads of widget spinners. But I think with this setup, that should be enough. It should be enough, right? Please be enough. Glass as well. We may need to do something about glass. Is there anything in the glass upgrade tree? There's loads. Increases glass productivity. Increases crafting speed. Yep, let's do it. And increases smelt speed by 50% when adjacent to exactly 2 other kilns. Well, that won't make that much of a difference. If I take you out of here, will that make... That gives you a bonus. That gives you a bonus. Wait, hold on. If we just put it all in one big line... That gives you a bonus, that gives you a bonus. Move you around here. Move you around there. Move you around there. That's not too bad, right? So... But you're next to 2 adjacent to 2... it counts the diagonals as adjacent as well. Okay, well, this is probably the best case scenario for us. We can just kind of like make this work, which I think is totally fine. How does that do for spinning widgets? Yeah, theoretical max, by the way, consumption of this is now 13. That is absolutely bananas. That is absolutely bonkers, to be honest with you. That's almost too much. Power generation when placed adjacent to at least 1 oil field. Ooh, give me power generation. I'll take the power generation upgrade. Yeah. So that will at least mean that I don't have to get it next to an oil field. Which I think is going to be fine. Circuit board, computational widget. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Looking very good. Looking very good. Now, I think it's time to maybe go for the next... upgrade. Oil. No, that's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in computational widgets. So computational widgets is only 1,285, which maybe seems like a large number. Have I even fixed spinning widget production? No, I haven't. 13.8. That is the flipping largest thing that we could possibly contend with. Okay, well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's push up there. And if we get stuck, well, we can always come back. We can always come back to the trenches and deal with a little bit more. But yeah, it's not going to take us long to get there at this rate anyway. Yeah, I don't really know why, but I've just decided to sort of upgrade all of my tier 1 stuff. Well, I say that, I know why, but I need more basic widgets in order to get everything to work, because this requires spinning widgets. So yeah, I need to go back and get the tier 1 stuff sorted. There is a tier 1 productivity upgrade which I just got and applied. I mean, it doesn't really matter because what I need to do is get way more iron, and now we need to, of course, more iron ingots, and therefore we need to get more iron, more iron ore coming through, because that is really, I suppose, our limiting factor right now. Consumption is like 17. Yeah, I mean, it's going to max out, right? The theoretical max is 33 here. I mean, yeah, we can do so much more. And the great news is, right, the great thing about this is that it's pretty darn cheap. Now, the sort of downside is that in the early stages, it takes all of our iron away from being turned into widgets, which means that we can't make spinning widgets. Yep, not enough relative, not enough of the other widgets. But it's fine. Look, short term, a little bit of a problem. Long term, it's the best case scenario. Yeah, I realize, obviously, we have got like 49 things queued up, but that's just until we get enough iron and enough widgets. It'll take no time at all to get all of this stuff done. Look, from 49 all the way down to like 30, down to like 26 there. So yeah, it's all coming together nicely. And with this, we should see a total sort of change in the amount of spinning widgets that we can actually produce. And basic widgets should go way up as well. Theoretical max that we can produce is 33.8, and I think that's got to be enough for the spinning widgets, right? It's got to be. I hope it's gonna be enough. Either way, look at that. We've just done it all. We've done it all already. Does that put us back into production capacity? Yes, it is. Good. Now it's some other problem that we need to fix. Either way, I mean, look, it's all looking up. We're already 50% of the way, basically, towards the objective, which is very good. And there's an occasional little thing that I'm going to try and solve. So basic widget production looks like we might need a few more of those. All I'll do is just copy and paste one more. If I don't want to build a full iron row, I can just build like 3 more, which is great. We get adjacency bonuses from being placed next to each adjacent smelter, so that's pretty darn fantastic. It's a good excuse to sort of cluster everything together. And even though it looks like there's 42 things on the build queue, it'll be done in like no time at all. Same with like additional oil. stuff. You know, we can maybe get another one of these. They build pretty darn quickly as well. Occasionally, might get slowed down at the battery, or one upgrade might take a little bit longer than the others, but whatever. Who cares? Who cares? It's all coming together very, very nicely indeed. The factory continues to grow. We are very, very close to Tier 5 tech, which I'm super excited to explore. Production-wise, things are a little bit chaotic at the moment. I have expanded, again, iron mines, iron smelters, widget factories, all of that sort of stuff. It's probably Tier 2 that I need to sort of turn my attention to and try and deal with, but whatever. Right, there's a lot of stuff that is going to be added to the tech tree here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I want to go back to the Tier 4 and yet allows you to auto-purchase workers and upgrades from the map. Amazing. I will take that. That is fantastic, and we can get that very, very quickly. Doubles the number of Tier 2 items that can be handcrafted. Yeah, fine, maybe. Eagle Eye expands the build menu by showing the total number of frames built for each type. Nice. And upgrade status highlights frames that are not fully upgraded in the world map. Very, very handy. I love these sort of like macro meta upgrades. Anyway, what have we unlocked here? We've unlocked a Tesla coil, a core foundry, a integrator, and a recycler. Okay, that's going to cost something for us to upgrade to get, apparently. Grinds through the remnants of old technology to randomly extract usable iron ingots, batteries, and circuit boards. Can only be placed on the city ruins tile. I think that's this over here. I've not really explored that that area too much yet, but that's fine. Right, let's get bottled lightning. I have no idea what to expect from this. We need computational widgets in order to make it. Thinking cores and an integrator as well. We'll get that all sort of queued up. What's my objective right now? It's plastic. I can honestly believe that I don't have enough plastic production because I don't think that we've got enough. Oh no, tell a lie. We do have enough oil coming through. So yeah, let's get another plastic over here, and let's actually. I want to see this tech upgrade, but we'll get that built first, and then we'll get the plastic extruder. So anything not fully upgraded? No, I don't think so. Here's the thing, right? I'm realizing. So we have an upgrade that allows us to get. We have an upgrade that allows us to get, power plant logistics. Increases power generation speed by 100% when placed next to at least one adjacent oil field. 100%. That is absolutely gargantuan. I'm going to add that to the list. And then I'm going to build an oil power plant just right in the center here. Aha, look at that. You can see that it's not fully upgraded. Very cool. Okay, see, this one's not fully upgraded. Excellent. So, at least we know what to look for now. This doesn't even necessarily have to drill oil. It just has to be there, and that will give me 100% production to power when it's built. Right, computational widgets. Why on earth are you not working? You're not working because we don't have enough plastic coming through here. The reason that we don't have enough plastic coming through here is just because we are not producing enough plastic. Just in general, that's the real issue. I will manually do a little bit of plastic just so that we can increase things just that little bit further. Plastic extractor. Yeah, I don't know where everything else is going. Yeah, not sure. It should all be going in here, but we're only 7 out of 23? It's not doing any research, is it? Computational widgets. No, circuit boards. Ah, I see. Circuit boards are going in here, as opposed to... Yeah, that's a bit annoying. As opposed to actually going into here. So I guess all of the circuit boards have been fed into... Yep, there we go. The core foundry manufacturing process and the frame integrator process. Well, is that a problem? I mean, yes, it is a problem. It's a little bit of an annoyance, but it does kind of mean that once the circuits have all been fed into here, which is now, and then one circuit board goes into here, we can now actually get the computational widget manufactured, which I will, do. Nice. Very easy. Did I copy and paste this? No, I didn't copy and paste this. That is an amateur mistake, Potato. You gotta understand. Amateur mistake. Let's get all of this, which we should be able to do reasonably quickly. Let's also get that upgraded. I will manually come in here and do some plastic extraction, whatever it's called. Nice. And then Tesla coil is back with computational widgets. Yep, that's cool. That's going to give us something new to explore. And then by the time that I get through that, I mean, maybe I just bump all of these up to the top, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think we do that, and then that's going to give me more plastic extraction and whatnot. Right, so, what do you do? You allow us to call lightning. So we get... It's glass plus power. Right, well, it's a good thing that I'm getting that power upgrade that's going to allow me to get the bonuses from oil generation, because I'm pretty certain that we're going to be running out of power. Maybe not necessarily soon, but yeah, it's coming. Glass as well. Glass can be very, very easily expanded. We got a pretty decent setup here, which is fine. The oil field, yep, we know that that's not meant to be there. Right, 1 power, 7 computational widgets. That's a very, very cheap upgrade. And then, yeah, all of them are going to be super expensive after that. The core foundry, what do? You are computational widgets plus capacitor widgets. Well, I'll get this upgrade so that we can at least get it underway. The integrator is going to require 7 more computational widgets. Fine. What the heck do you do? Oh, I see. We're going to have to do some manual solving here. That's it. Not enough thinking cores. But the thinking cores... Yeah, we need computational widgets for it. And then we're currently doing power plant logistics, which is consuming our computational widgets, which is fine. Okay, get done with all the stuff that needs computational widgets, and then let's look at actually getting some thinking cores. Okay, it literally just happened like that. Thinking core production up and running. There we go. Good, because we do make quite a lot of computational widgets. It's just we have a lot of demands. We have a lot of demands in the factory. Right. So... First thing that I absolutely have to do with this, after doing this very satisfying little click-a-thon, is we need to get the integrator. We need to get the integrator automated because I cannot be bothered. This doesn't even... Yeah, I was going to say this doesn't even make sense, but no, my brain is just not well suited to these... That one? It's just not well suited to these things. Right, so... That... Hurrah! Finally. Okay. We've got this automated. That is bottled lightning, thinking core, and capacitor widgets. Now, at this level of automation, it's probably not going to require any additional capacitor widgets. Also, yeah, we should be good for power now. Theoretical max power is super duper high. We do still technically need a little bit more oil. I could upgrade this, I suppose. No real reason not to. Capacitor widgets, glass, etc. It's going to get that all sorted. But I don't think that's going to give me... I don't think that's going to give me enough. I think we will expand our oil production down here, which is great. So, integrated circuits, upgrading everything. What do I want to do? I think we want to upgrade the... I think we want to upgrade this first. We'll get that upgraded. We'll get 5 integrated thingies here. Good. Nice. And then we will head on over to the core foundry. We will get 1 circuit board and 4 integrated circuits. The integrated circuits, of course, will be the annoying thing that we need to sort of contend with, at least in the early stages of, what is this, tier 5? Is it integrated circuits in order to get up to tier 6? I've got to imagine that it will be, but I'll just check in just a second. There we go. Looking good. Looking very, very good indeed. Right. That's enough thinking cores for now. Integrated circuits. What do we need? 3 circuit boards and 4 integrated circuits in order to make this all work. And then I can help out and do a little bit of manual stuff as well. Actually, you know what? Once your brain adjusts, it's not too challenging. And I was maybe overplaying how challenging I find that. Sure, get that built pretty much immediately. Good, and now we've got automation. Okay, let's have a little look at the tech tree, because I can sort all of that stuff out in due course. Allows you to highlight all the frames of a given type. Yeah, I guess I'll do that, because we can unlock that pretty instantly. I think I'm going to need, by the way, I think I'm going to need this upgraded capacitor stuff. Increases productivity by 15% when adjacent to at least 2 battery assemblers. Yeah, see, stuff like that I'm going to almost certainly need to get. Increases capacitor widget crafting speed by 50%. That's probably going to be pretty darn good too. Expanded shelf storage increases warehouse capacity by 100%. I'll get it. I mean, it's literally just free storage, so why the heck not? 6 integrated wires. Yeah. Are you having any issues, production? Storage full? That's a great issue to have. What are you talking about, video game? That's fantastic. Right, let's get everything upgraded here, and then let's see what the... Let's see what this is. 1,260 integrated wires. Oh, yeah. Let's get the recycler. Let's get the recycler started. Let's get that at least sort of underway. We're making bottled lightning reasonably quickly. We'll get this all queued up as well, and then we will get this all queued up too. We're actually pretty darn close to being able to automate this tier much more quickly. Yeah, because once we get the recycler, that will allow me to make circuit boards that little bit quicker. And I don't think I actually even need circuit boards, but it'll be nice to have them because they are required for the computational widgets, which are required for the thinking cores. This is just power, and power is pretty sorted, actually. I think we're mostly okay. Capacitors, yeah, I'm still going to need to get more capacitors, but look, that's a problem for a future potato. Let's get a recycler just down here, and then we'll get the 15 integrated circuit boards thrown onto that once we have made all of this stuff happen here. Okay, the recycler is built. Let's have a little look. So, bottled lightning to iron ingots, batteries, and circuit boards. That's cool. We'll purchase an auto recycler. I don't think there's a way that we can not have an auto recycler, I suppose. Nice. Okay, well, that is working, I guess, and then we'll just get these all upgraded, and that's going to give me even more resources, which is kind of nice. I mean, that might put strain on my bottled lightning production, but, I mean, who really cares, to be honest? I think it's all fine. Yeah, so thinking core production, I would like to get... In fact, you know what? To be honest, just give me one more of each of these. That's going to cost me a lot of integrated circuits in order to make it happen, like 100 and something. But actually, like, we're making this stuff at a really, really, really decent pace. Especially if I decide to help out and do my little bit, which I will do. There and there. No, it was all going so well. Anyway, yeah, so the bottled lightning, that's coming through right now. That's great. Yeah, so tech-wise, what do I want to get? I mean, do we maybe just want to... Yeah, I think I maybe just want to get all of the basic stuff across the bottom here. Increases recycler productivity. Yeah, I want to get all the basic stuff across here. And then I think just go up to tier 6, because whenever we push up to tier 6, it's quite illuminating because it shows exactly what we need to upgrade in order to make things just go faster and make it all sort of work. So after we get all of these upgrades sort of fully sorted, we're going to queue up you, and you, I guess. And then we're going to head on up to tier 6. Very, very cool indeed. Right, just reached up to, what is this, tier 6 now. What have we unlocked? We've unlocked the silicon extruder. Withdraws sand from your storage and refines it into pure silicon crystals. Cool. A processor lab, a mainframe assembler, get out of the way here, and also a indentured servitude. Frames placed on city tiles gain 40% speed, but generate human remains over time that must be dispersed off. Okay, let's just get the stuff built. And then let's see where that puts us. Get that in there, and then that in there. I don't think we should have any issues getting any of these things built necessarily. We're still after a few integrated circuits. Is there like... I mean, I should just get more, shouldn't I? More integrated circuits, we'll queue them up. That's nice. So, silicon extruder, what do we do here? So it's a little bit of sand, which we have got plenty of. Yep, in fact, we've got plenty of pretty much everything here, with the exception of the new stuff and some of the older stuff there. We'll get that built as well. Good. And then we'll check out the processor lab. The processor lab is insufficient charge. What do we need to do in order to charge this? Oh. Literally, just do that on the way down. Fine. We'll build one of these as well, and then the mainframe assembler. What the heck? Oh, it's like a little catch game. Cool. All right, and that requires microprocessors and other stuff there. We need more integrated. Yeah, we need loads of integrated circuits. So that's just going to take a little bit of time to come to fruition, which is great. What do we need for the next level? Tier 7 is 1,294 mainframe widgets. That's fine. Bottled lightning, we could do with a few more bits of bottled lightning as well, presumably because so much of it is being sucked out and used in the recyclers, but that's pretty important because it gives me circuit boards, and circuit boards are necessary. Yeah, they're necessary for the computational engines, and computational engines are Useful for quite a lot of things. Right, let's get you all built. You're all built now. It's more ball of lightning. That's the requirement here. Got, what, 17 upgrades to start getting to grips with. That's fine. That's looking good. Anything from the earlier stages that I want to look at? Reduces the exponential building cost of building frames. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, but anything else unlocked? Storage levels. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of sort of other upgrades that will definitely come in handy, but none of them that I really think, what the heck is that? City builder. Ooh, okay. A graveyard. That requires indentured servitude, which is presumably the way that we get rid of the way of how we get rid of human remains. Okay, that's kind of cool. So yeah, a little bit of extra bottled lightning apparently is what we are required to get in order to make just everything work properly. It's fine. This is working now. Good. Yep. Get a few more of these things, and then this. What did we need? We needed mainframe widgets in order to actually produce these things. What? We don't have the microprocessor. Do we not have the microprocessors? Oh, no, it's the integrated widgets. That's what we don't have because we're using them to build any and all of the upgrades that we have for our bottled lightning. There we go. Yeah, integrated widgets. Now we've got them. Let's go here, 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 and here. Nice. Okay. So with that, we can now automate at least part of the process. Good. Okay. So, we need more silicon. We need more microprocessors. In fact, we need more of pretty much flipping everything. So, let's get it all queued up so that we can make it all happen. Then we'll queue up some of these bad boys. Oops. And then we'll queue up some of these bad boys. Nice. And just like that, we have reached Tier 7. Excellent. What does that enable? Let's have a little look-see. Auto upgrade. An optional feature that automatically purchases a missing upgrade? Yes, I'm very interested. Okay, so we get uranium mines. Okay. We get a fuel rod assembler. We get a nuclear power plant and a cloud digitizer. I am interested in all of those things. Didn't really spend much time on whatever it was, Tier 6. Could maybe go back and see if there's any sort of upgrades we want to get now. But honestly, until there's something that I do want to get, I'm not really that bothered. I do want to get the indentured servitude. And then I do want to get the graveyard as well. Automated chapel? Yeah, I'm not sure. How does this work? Let's have a little look. So we can get the... Wait, how do we get the automated servitude thing? Graveyard provides place to bury on a city. Wait, hold on. This is frames placed on city tiles gain plus 40%. Oh, I see. So we automatically get the corpses. Human bodies. Are there human bodies here? Or is it just frames that are placed from now on? Don't know. Don't particularly care. Right, let's get a uranium mine, fuel rod assembler, nuclear power plant setup. Yeah, I am very interested in exploring all of this. So, uranium mine, let's get here. What are you going to take? You're going to take the tier previous stuff in order to unlock, which is great. Great. Mainframe widgets. Yeah, we don't have a huge amount of output in the mainframe widget department, but it's enough to at least sort of get us going. What do we need more of? We need more microprocessors. Microprocessors we are making at a totally fine level of production. It's just we need more of them. So you know what? Let's do a few more. We may need more thinking cores. I did get more thinking cores, but that's fine. Right, how's the uranium mine look? So we do this. Okay, and then we do this. And that gets us at least a little bit of uranium ore. We're also going to be able to get some early upgrades using just mainframe widgets. And then we've got the refining. So we insert uranium. We need more uranium. How much uranium do we need? That much? Do I need to drag this? I have absolutely no idea how much we need. That enough? Do I need to, like, drag it across? I need to... Hold on. I need to drag it across. Okay, that's That's a challenge. Well, it also doesn't look like doesn't look like it goes. Doesn't look like it doesn't look like it goes directly to where you want it to go. 4 gyroscopes and a few mainframe widgets. We'll get that all sorted. Cloud digitizer. What have we got? Finalize upload sequence. We need a few mainframe widgets in order to do this, and in order to automate, we're going to need a microprocessor and cloud widgets. So that's fine. A nuclear power plant. Let me guess. Start the reactor. Auto shutdown triggered. Do we need more? Do we need more? Yeah. Okay. So we need to at least get. We need to get at least more fuel in order to get it all up and running. Right. And I definitely do need more mainframe widgets. Like that's insufficient charge. Oh, we need to charge this thing, don't we? There's so it's all the different recipes. That's what I need to consider. But yeah, getting more of the processor labs, that will definitely help. That will mean that things go just that little bit quicker here in terms of microprocessor work. Might even be worth me getting another upgrade in microprocessors now that we've got the ability to do that. Really do want to explore the auto upgrade. Anything cheap that I could get that really matters right now? I mean, I don't think so. Although sand, glass production, etc., that does seem to be having a bit of a bad moment. We also potentially need to get some more warehouses here. I can get more warehouses. Yeah, let's control-click to get those upgraded. But I also need to get another warehouse for... What's that? Tier 1? No, sorry, Tier 2, Tier 1, Tier 4, Tier 3. I need Tier 4, 5, 6, and now 7. So, let's get 1, 2, 3. And then do you for 5. Great. 6. Great. And then spinning widgets. We'll get you to do 7. And we'll get you upgraded as well. So that's already looking pretty darn good. Now, processor labs, we need a little bit more silicon. That's fine. We can balance all of these things fairly easily. The thinking cores, we don't have enough computational widgets. And in order to build more computational widgets, we need more... Did I see that correctly? Do we need more spinning widgets? I think we do. And in order to make more spinning widgets, what are we going to need? We're going to need a heck of a lot of things. Yeah. Not sand, gyroscopes. Gyroscopes require what? God, there's so many, like, different... Gyroscopes require glass, and glass requires sand. So it is literally just sand. Well, that's very annoying. That being said, though, what about a sand upgrade? What about a sand upgrade? Increases sand harvesting speed by 50%. Yeah, we can do that, like, really, really easily. And then what about some glass upgrades here? And some gyro upgrades? Yeah, I'll take that. And I'll take that at the same time as well. And then... you and you as well. So we are just going to upgrade quite literally every part of this process as much as I reasonably can. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do, at least at the present moment. Sand, glass. You know what? Yeah, sure. Let's get I know that we can upgrade all of this, but I will worry about that in just a second. For now, let's get 1, 2, 3. Let's build these because it is technically cheaper and easier for us to build these new machines than it is to get the upgrades sort of rolled out. So yeah, few more upgrades over there. We'll then get the upgrades here, which will which will not be built for a little while because we do need more computational widgets, and that's all coming together, but it will, just take a while. Still working on that. Still, we can't do this yet, can we? No, because we don't have fuel rod or cloud widget production, whatever the heck it is. Yeah, more spinning widgets, please. We'll get that all sorted, and we'll get that all sorted. Yeah, the auto upgrades, the auto upgrade can't come soon enough. Also, some more glass. Let's do 3. Let's do 3 glass over here, so that we can just get that little bit more glass for the widget spinner here. Not enough gyros. That's all right. We will just get way more gyros. This is so easy to do this now. It's so easy. I know that we are working on a lot of funky stuff up at the top here, but most of the stuff that we're getting through just requires a few more mainframe widgets, and those mainframe widgets, well, yeah, we're just not working on them fast enough, but the reason that we're not working on them fast enough is because we don't have enough thinking cores, and the reason we don't have enough thinking cores is we don't have enough computational widgets, and we don't have enough capacitors on occasion. And then these, yeah, let me guess, you don't have enough of something. Capacitors, spinning widgets, yeah, so it's spinning widgets, really, that's the sort of bottleneck at the moment. I did think about, quite a while ago now, I did think about getting a logistics hub in here somewhere. I kind of like that idea, as long as I can reasonably... provide the power for it, which I think I can. Yeah, I think I can. And you know what? Even if I can't, we're going to be getting the nuclear... We're going to be getting the nuclear power soon anyway. Spinning widgets, they're going up. That's all feeding through. That's great. Yeah, even if I can't provide the power perfectly, we will get more power in the form of the nuclear power stuff. So that's really important to do. Cloud widgets, that's already automated. That's automated. That's automated. Nuclear power here, 7 mainframe widgets. We can probably build that in not too long of a time. This is a auto reactor. Generates 39 power every 6 seconds. So that will work for us. And then the cloud digitizer just needs 3 cloud widgets, which I do not have the capability to make at the moment because I just don't have those mainframe widgets coming through at a fast enough rate. Right, gonna get a few upgrades on the tier 4 level. Just got accelerated component placement. This is to increase the computational engine bits. Increases speed by 100% when it's surrounded all sides by an impassable terrain. That's on microprocessors. Well, I will get all of those things and increase the circuit board productivity. Yeah, nab them all, because it will take a little while to do that. But also... Which, yeah, it's just that's a bit of a challenge. That circuit fab is problematic. Can I put you on here? No, but I mean, is water? I guess water is impassable. Water is impassable. There's not really many other places that I could. There's not really many other places that I could put the. These things. I mean, I could put the circuit fab right here. Increase speed by 100% when surrounded on all sides by frames. By frames or impassable terrain. So, if I put this here, right? If I put that there, and then that in there, that means that you would get the bonus, right? I hope that you would get the bonus. Although, would you need to have something here? I mean, I could just put more circuit fabs. Yeah, circuit fab there, circuit fab there. Do you now get the bonus? I hope you now get the bonus, because this is impassable terrain and those are frames. So get that all sorted. And you still get the bonus from being next to rocks, which is very important to me. Good, now we get 100% placement speed bonus. And now we can get the upgrades. Now we can get the upgrades in here. Storage full. We've got too many circuit boards. But that's okay, because now we are getting all of the components that we need coming through here. Nice, 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 nice. So, circuit boards. Good. Thinking cores. Yeah, we do need more thinking cores. And we should have no issue with thinking core production now. Fantastic, because we've got loads of capacitors, we've got loads of the widgets, we've got all the stuff that we need. Okay, we're doing nuclear power, which is fantastic. Nice. Can I do this? I want to see how this works. Okay. It starts, it operates, it does 39 power production. Great. Happy days. Amazing. Cloud digitizer, how are we going to do you? Finalize upload sequence. Sequence mismatch. Oh, here, 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 and here. Not enough power. Okay, so but that's what we need to do though, right? We need to do the same thing. We need to sort of memorize and deal with it. That's a lot of power though, isn't it? It's a lot of power production. Holy cow. Yeah, we need to do a lot. We need to do a lot. Can I maybe get an upgrade to oil? What does this do? Increases all pump speed by 50%? Yeah, and we can do that right now. Increases pump speed by 50% again. Let's go upgrades here. So more oil will theoretically mean more power production. Does it really work like that? Production, consumption. Production is higher than consumption, which is good. Power is holding kind of steady, but not fantastically so. God, there's so much to consider. There's so much to consider here. There really is. Get you upgraded as well. Why the heck not? Okay, what I think we're going to do is we're just going to do a simple sort of control paste job here, which really shouldn't take that much because we should have plenty of capacitor widgets, although famous last words. Yeah, it seems like we now are using all of our capacitor widgets in order to make the computational engines here. Not enough spinning widgets. Am I still having issues with spinning widgets? Yeah, get these upgraded. Get these upgraded and get more spinning widget facilities. Why am I even doing that? Just get all of this. I mean, that's so stupid, Potato. You should have just copy and pasted. I don't know why you didn't do that. Yeah, and now we have no basic widgets. Well, you know what? The basic widget situation we can deal with. Just give me a few more of these. Few more of these. I can't rotate, can I? But I can drag. And we will drag in just a second. Basic widgets. We still have plenty of the components that make up the basic widgets, i.e. plenty of iron ore production. So that's good. Let's also see if there is anything else that we can do to slightly increase this. Increases basic widget crafting speed by 50%. Nice. Can't get that upgrade yet, but that's okay. Nice, 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 nice. Very good. Also, glass production. Yeah, I know. We can do more for glass production. Spinning widget theoretical max is 55, so we can get up there. We can absolutely get up there. God, we're there. Nothing seems to be coming together. What do we now need? Batteries? No, we're fine for batteries. We're fine for batteries. We are gonna hit that theoretical max, I hope. And then with that, we should once again return back to our computational sort of point. Good. Power-wise. Okay, power-wise, we've sorted our situation out. Hey, look at that. Okay, very, very easy. A couple of mainframe widgets, and we nab ourselves some cloud widgets here. And that's enough. That's enough to get this automated. Very, very cool. Nice. So there's a lot of power that we're using. I mean, 99 power. That is a heck of a lot. Okay. That's everything that we have... That's everything that we've done so far. Do I want some more uranium? I mean, I don't really care about how much uranium we get. It's more about the power. What I really want to see is, can I get some upgrades? 32 cloud widgets. I need to automate that better first. We're going to go up to tier 8. That's 1,200 cloud widgets. Yeah, it's quite a lot. Quite a lot. Yoink that. Yeah, we can get that built. Nuclear power plant. Yoink that. Couple of fuel rods. Yep, well, we've just automated the fuel rod production a little bit more. We'll get 3 of those in there and get that done. Nice. Do 1. Do 2. Excellent. It's 4 power. Again, it's power. It's power, it's power, it's power. We need a lot of power to make everything work. And then, yeah, get 1 in here. Microprocessors. Yeah, probably need more... Probably need more of these guys more than anything else. Yeah, and the fuel rod assembly process. But you know what? I'll queue everything up. I'll queue everything up because it's not going to be long before we get it all sorted. Especially now that we've got sort of two automated processes in here. Not enough power. In fact, is there an upgrade that I can get to the power grid? There is. Increases power generation by a bunch. It's going to cost me some thinking cores and some integrated widgets, but I actually have that. And you know what? Let's get that rolled out, and our power should absolutely flippin' explode, which is what I am going for. Right. Okay, let's get this all maxed out. That's good. Then let's get this upgrade here. Let's get that upgrade there. Let's get this upgrade here, and let's get these two upgrades. The first sort of layer of stuff. Also, I really want to check out the graveyard and get that built. Can I build a graveyard? It needs to be on here, doesn't it? Where does it need to be built? Must be placed adjacent to a city or adjacent to another graveyard. So I guess we can't do that? I guess we just can't build it until we have the ability to build cities? Oh, no, hold on. Is that an actual city? That's an actual city over there. Oh, I see. So a city is different from ruins? Oh, okay. Okay, I like it. Well, I'll build one of these things here. I don't think we have human corpses yet. I don't think we do. Yeah, we don't have any human remains. Buries human remains every 12 seconds. Yeah, great. Not enough human remains. Yeah, good, good. That's honestly a pretty good position to be in, I would say, all things considered. Either way, this is all coming together now. Great, this is all coming together now. That is going to give me more nuclear power, which is fantastic. How many rods do I have? I've got 0 fuel rods, probably because I have 0 uranium power. But that's fine. We get all of this done, great, and then maybe we can look to ramp it up to the next tech level. Oh, we can't ramp it up to the next tech level until I get the auto upgrade. Yeah, that is absolutely what I am after. Frames placed on city tiles gain 40% crafting speed. So wait, can I just place any thing here? I mean, what do we really need? Nothing. Well, no, that's not true. We need quite a lot of stuff, but none of it really particularly matters. Right, anyway, let's get all of this maxed out. Let's get all of the upgrades sort of added here. Yep, nice. Let's get more nuclear power stuff, and then let's get all of this added as well. And then let us see where that takes us. A couple of things have changed. I've redesigned this area, basically because capacitors get a 15% placement bonus if they are placed next to 2 battery assemblers, but no other capacitors. I also just need more batteries in general. Also decided to rapidly and extensively extend my iron operation here. There's a few more sort of like sand things that need to be upgraded, but it doesn't really matter. I basically just need more batteries. I need more basic widgets. I need more iron. I need all of it. So we're going to get all of that sorted. This area, the advanced sort of stuff, is looking pretty good, to be honest. We do have 253 things in our construction queue at the moment. Not really going to focus too much on that right now. What I do want to get, though, is I do want to get the auto upgrade, which I think I'm going to be able to get instantaneously, which is very, very satisfying indeed. 1,200 cloud widgets in order to get to the next level. How many fuel rods do I have? Not enough, to be honest. So, you know what? Let's just copy and paste this, because I probably will have almost the right number of cloud widgets in order to do that. So, how does this auto-upgrade thing work? Where is it accessible from? Unlocks an optional feature that can automatically purchase a missing upgrade for one of your frames every 2 seconds. Where? Where do we do that? Where do we do that, I wonder? Oh, it's down here. It's down here. Click to disable this feature. Right, well, I obviously want to do it, but it may end up leading to me having far too many resources just being sort of sucked up by this entire process. How's this all looking? It's coming along slowly. There's no real rush. Maybe it's only a case of it only gets punted on to the upgrade list if we have the resources in stock. I'm not too sure, because these were all manually added, which is kind of nice. Anyway, what I really just need to do is I need to get one more fuel assembler, which, why are you not... Ugh, mainframe circuits. What's the issue with mainframe circuits here? Not enough of these. Not enough thinking cores. And then, yeah, these are the computational tablets, which have been the crux of so many of our flippin' problems. It's the spinning widgets. It's the spinning flippin' widgets here. And then that's the basic widgets. And of course, that makes perfect sense why I have no basic widgets at the moment, even though I have upgraded the number that I have. It's because we are using them to build a whole bunch of other sort of different things. If I was to get, I mean, honestly, if I was to get basically a double of all of these warehouses, right? If I doubled all of these warehouses, then that would allow me, even though it does cost loads and loads of these spinning widgets, which I've just complained about because we need them more than ever. Yeah, that would allow me hopefully to buffer more resources and therefore suffer less whenever I decided to sort of build one big bit of infrastructure. Yeah, a few more widget factories coming along here. It's great. Anything down at the bottom? I mean, can we do anything here? Unlocks a new upgrade, increases basic productivity. We can get that for pretty much free. The mainframe widgets will take a little bit of time to get through. Unlocks a new upgrade, 17 microprocessors and 25 cloud widgets. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. It'll take a little bit of effort and energy, but it's easy enough to do. Double capacity for iron production. Yes, absolutely. And increased smelting speed. And also increases furnace loading speed. I will take all of that, video game. That is so good and honestly relatively cheap. Stuff that I should have done. The good news is storage full. Yeah, I think I've got all of the upgrades here. So the upgrades are definitely sort of being added onto the list. Yeah, every 2 seconds I think it said. But yeah, occasionally we're seeing upgrades added on here, so that's good at least. The spinning widgets, we now have 500 of these things. See, that's the thing, right? I increased my storage. I doubled my storage of pretty much everything. And boom, suddenly we have got absolutely everything in stock, which is fantastic. Still need to tweak the mainframe microprocessor, core foundry, thinking core thing, and computational widgets. Yeah, what do we... I mean, there's really no issues. There's really no issues here at all. All I really need to be doing is I need to be getting increases crafting speed by 100% when not adjacent to any other frames. Yeah, see, that's good. That's what we need. I mean, we don't have the opportunity to get any additional upgrades for the mainframe processor. So what we'll just do instead is we'll just get more of these, and then we'll just get more of these. Yeah, because it's the mainframes. It's the mainframes and the core foundries. What's the issue? Yeah, the issue with the core foundries, literally just the computational widgets. So you know what? Sure, double that again. Worst case scenario, it's going to take us a little bit of time, a little bit of effort and energy to get this all sorted. But if we get this all sorted, then I think we've got a nice clean run at, what is this? Tech level 9. Yeah, that's perfect. Right, things have changed yet again. I've moved all of my core foundries to a place where they're not touching anybody else, because we now get a 100% bonus speed. It's pretty much just these mainframe widgets that I've had difficulty getting sorted. Everything else is pretty fine. The microprocessors, as part of that, are a bit of an issue. Now, what I've decided to do is I've decided to move the processor labs down here. We need a little bit more silicon. That's actually very easy to solve. I don't know what the silicon sort of upgrade tree is. Increases productivity by 20% when adjacent to at least one sandpit. That is unbelievably easy for me to address. And you know what? We'll just do another banger down there. You know, we'll do another banger down there. We'll get the upgrade, obviously, and then we'll just plonk that right down in the center. And I don't even need to do that. We'll just control-click, and we will get all of the upgrades. And suddenly... Do I have the upgrade already? Have I got it? Yep, there we go. And suddenly we should have plenty of silicon coming through. Mainframe widgets really starting to stack up, which is quite nice. The cloud widgets as well, they're starting to increase. Power is a problem. Power is a real problem. I mean, to be fair, it's almost certainly because I just don't have enough nuclear power plant things that are happening, but we do have enough fuel rods, and therefore, excuse me. There we go. And therefore, we should be better. We should be better for power. So as long as we're able to keep our power up, and honestly, power is we go from a position of having loads and loads of it to having like none of it, because it takes 99 power each and every time to get this get this sorted. Yeah, so fuel rod production, definitely going to get more of. Going to get another nuclear power plant as well. It just costs these cloud widgets, and as I say, like, some of them are triggering, but not all of them are triggering. And in order to get up to the next level, technology level 8, which I really want to explore because it's going to get us a nanoscale lab, a widget minitizers, and then a city builder, a flippin' city builder, which is going to allow us to explore the possibility of a city. And I do like the idea that the cities can give us that 40% extra. Yeah, we are still depositing all of the human remains in the correct vicinity, which is quite nice. Is good. Is literally just power. Well, you know what we can do? We can always just do more power production here, which is easy enough. We can also look at the tech tree, see if there's anything else that we can get. Increases power generation by 40%, and we can get that instantaneously. Yes, please. And then just control-click and buy all of the components that we need here. Yeah, I mean, that's just literally free real estate, right? It's literally free real estate. So power-wise, our theoretical max is 495. Oil production is way down. That's understandable. Increases oil pump speed. I will get that. We will get that quickly. Unlocked at tier 9. That's okay. Looks like we may need to get a little bit more oil, but I think I should have enough capacitors to do a reasonably good job of this quite quickly. Glass is going to take a little bit of time. Yeah, we now no longer have glass. We do have enough sand. Barely. Oh yeah, I started another glass sort of line down here. Well, we'll start doing that, and then we will also get more sand, because, to be fair, it's been quite a lot of time since I've got any decent amount of increase in my sand production. But yeah, there's a lot... Ooh. What's up here? Increases pump speed by 50%? Oh. Yeah, let's get that, because that will help out an absolute ton, and it means that I probably don't have to build any of these ones. There we go. Yeah, get that. How does that work? How does that work? Theoretical max is 82. We should be able to hit that quite quickly. Fuel rods. Yep, we got plenty of fuel rods. Cloud widgets, 135. Let's get that upgraded there. Good. Let's make sure that you are cranked right up to the max. Yeah, and then some more here. So we got 7 upgrades that are in progress. That's okay. That's honestly completely fine. So how does that work? It's power, isn't it? It will be power that keeps us from going bigger. 3 nuclear power plants, is that not enough to power everything? Apparently not. I'm almost certainly going to need more uranium over the course of time, so I'm just going to get another uranium mine. I'm just going to get another fuel assembly facility, because I know that I'm going to need these things. And then I think we probably just make the big old push up to tier 8. Yeah, I mean, if I start right now, we can basically get 200 already in. And then that allows me to sort of like take a little look at what this system looks like when it's under stress. And then we kind of just work backwards, you know? We have a little look, we see what the issue is. Power, well, you know what? Power is power. We're not overly bothered about power, because we get it fairly quickly. We get it fairly quickly. It happens. We get a lot of it. Power plant, yep, these are all looking good. I mean, it's obviously only 4 power apiece, but it's fine. Basic widget production is mostly okay. I mean, iron ore production looks a little bit sketchy, if I'm being honest. Looks a little bit sketchy. So let's maybe just... There we go, add a few more. Fantastic. And then we will prioritize building these with a little bit of iron ingotage. And some basic widgets. It does cost like 300 basic widgets, so it's not like an insignificant amount. Iron ore, yep. And then smelting. Good, not enough iron ore. But yeah, we're gonna get on top of that iron ore situation, which is nice. The good news is that it's not super relevant for us to do, because we should be able to still make a little bit of progress on our cloud widget as we go. We're already at 502 out of 1,200. So yeah, I'm going to tweak this. I'm going to get a little bit more iron, maybe a little bit more... There we go. Maybe a little bit more iron smelter capability. Maybe a few more of these things. Great. And then yeah, as we go, we should just increase our capacity a little bit. And would you look at that? Tier 8 technology is just about finished. Amazing. Right, so what does that unlock? I have got a few more upgrades over the course of time. It's mostly just these mainframe thingies that we're having any difficulty with, and it's the microprocessors, and then it's the thinking cores mostly that we've been running into issues with. So capacitors, computational widgets, both of them really, we sporadically have problems with them both. Hence why I've added a little bit of extra capacity over here. I think I've added a little bit of extra capacity over there. But who really cares, right? Because at the end of the day, I want to explore the next area. So we need quantum widgets to move it on up. Auto upgrade now occurs every second. Okay, that's kind of cool. A widget minitizer shrinks down the basic widgets, reducing them to elementary widget particles. Okay, let's build this sucker. I want to see how this works. So you get built right there. Okay. It's very simple. It's very, very simple indeed. Okay, let's start miniaturizing, I guess. So we get ourselves some widget particles. We then get a nanoscale lab. Scales down existing processor technology in order to create nanoprocessors. Sure. Let's get that built. Microprocessors we've got. Reactor Foundry creates compact nuclear portable reactors. Yes, don't mind if I do. What do we do here? We hold this in place. Right. Oh. So then we move up to here. Okay. Right. So that's what we can do. We're going to automate the heck out of this, obviously, so that I don't have to be the one to deal with this. What the heck do you do? We just roll this one. And this is fuel rod plus battery equals portable reactor. Okay. I like it. I like it. All of the benefits of nuclear energy with none of the regulatory hassles. Man, that sounds like a... That sounds like it was written just for me. And a quantum tunneler connects all widgets through a network of linked nanoscale particles. Okay, let's build that too. And then what the heck do you do? Ooh, we need to line this up. Excellent. Nice. And then that makes a quantum widget. And then, of course, we can automate that as well. And I will need to do my little bit to at least get this thing off the floor. And then those quantum widgets will be enough if we get one more or maybe two more portable reactors. There, and there. It's good enough to get the job done. Nice. So at least we have started the process. So that's kind of cool. We also have the ability to build a city. Unlocks a new frame, builds a new city over time. Each city tile constructed adds 0.05 productivity to all frames. Holy cow. So I'm not really using the city for anything other than a little bit of additional processor power right now. I mean, I can. I'm not really been keeping track of my human remains. They are here, and we are producing them at a pace, which makes me think that, yeah, let's place some more down, just so that we can kind of get them out of the way here. The main frames are going to be dedicated to the processor labs, which, ironically enough, we need for flipping everything. But it's nice to be able to have that extra processor boost. We'll queue that up. We'll get some more graveyards. Yep, that's nice. So yeah, this is one thing that we want to actually have the consumption being higher than the production. Just as something to note. Right. I think I want to get a city. It's going to cost me 37 quantum widgets. Is now the right time to do it? The answer to that is, I think, no. What I really want to be doing is I want to be building some more of these. Yeah, we want to be building some more of these. Some more of these. Cool. Some more of these. And then some more of these. And that's basically what we need to do. We need to do enough to just have the sort of components that we need. And then after we've maybe got a couple saved up in the bank, then we can see if we can try and go and get the city, because I do want to build the city. Doesn't look like there's anything else that's too interesting. We've got the Blitz upgrade. The auto upgrade now occurs every second. That's kind of cool to get. We could get another extra dimensional storage lockers. Yep, that would be good to get too. But other than that, it's pretty much just the city, I think. There's the leveler as well. I think that's kind of the only other, like, cool, extra, unique building style thing. But, okay, I guess we'll find out what the city does when we get there. Right, a little bit more uranium, a little bit more fuel rod assembly in order to get this area working just that little bit more efficiently. It's looking good. It's looking really good. It's looking really good. I needed a few more fuel rods in order to get portable, what are these? Portable nuclear reactors up and running. Just that little bit quicker. I do probably need some more shrink widget things, but I can just sort of like manually click and make this happen. We've already managed to get ourselves about 20 quantum widgets or so, which is quite nice. And with that, we can absolutely get ourselves at least most of the way towards the city builder. After that, I think we're probably gonna get the enhanced particle compressor, the quantum lithography unit, you know, just the sort of general upgrades that will improve the quality of operations. Not enough portable reactors? I'll get more portable reactors. Yeah, just upgrades that generally improve the quality of operations that we have that are sort of running. However, there is also something else that I want to show off that is not just the cities. This game continues to be updated. It's still, I believe, in early access, which is totally fine because the quality of the game right now, in my opinion, is substantially good. I mean, this is fantastic, and I feel like I've barely scratched the surface. I mean, we're on, what, tech level 8 out of 12? And launching a rocket up at level 12 is indeed the big old sort of be-all and end-all, the big goal. At least it was until recently. But hold on, let's get this. Let's just get this city out of the way first. What is that? But it's on 95. We need what? We don't even need any more portable reactors. It's these suckers that we need. Yeah, there we go. City builder. Hey, let's do it. So it's 19 quantum widgets, but presumably we can just put it down anywhere. Builds a new city over time. Each city tile constructed gives the resources. I mean, if we build like a city up here, for example, will that allow us to just start the process of having a brand new city? Because I've only really got, like, what? There's only one city over there. They're really easy to miss. Glitched frame? Oh? Okay. Ooh. Execute recovery protocol? Yes. Attempting to resolve errors? Let's do this. Attempting to press button to resolve all issues. An unnerving rumble shakes the ground. Was that supposed to happen? New technology discovered. Okay, where is that? Where did we discover the new technology? Aha, down here. Somehow the glitch you encountered added something to your tech tree. Are you sure this is safe? No, I am not sure this is safe. Oh, that's new. Unlocks new ability. Increase the targeted frame's crafting speed by 100% for 20 seconds. Unlocks the targeted frame's productivity by 25% for 20 seconds. Okay. And unlocks a new ability. Creates an exact duplicate of the targeted frame without paying the regular construction costs. Ookie doke. Warped speed. Unnatural thingy. So we've got them down here. Not enough random things. What the heck is the random thing? Increase that. I don't know what the cost is though. That's the only thing. The cost is something. The cost is something that I can't figure out. Right, how's our new city looking? It's looking so close to being finished here. Oh, it's looking gloriously close to being finished. There we go. Looking nice. So, you're gonna grow. You're gonna grow. Oh my goodness gracious me. Right, well, let's see what happens when you do indeed grow. You're just gonna build a city type. That's fantastic. This is exactly what we needed this whole darn time. The ability to plonk down a bunch of frames on top of these cities is nice. I mean, admittedly, you do have to think about the flipping graveyard, but the graveyard is in a good place right now. We've got enough human remains being buried underground. Look at that, we got ourselves a city tile. Okay, I don't know how big we can actually go, but is the productivity bonus... I mean, it did say all tiles, all frames. I don't know if that's all frames, or if it's just all frames within the city, i.e. the bigger the city you build, the more bonuses you get. I'm not too sure. But suffice to say, that is cool as heck. Now, there is one other thing that I wanted to really show off, and that is the ability to prestige here. I'm actually just going to save real quick because that seems very good. My incredible naming convention, by the way. You can get a look behind the scenes here. YouTube, I've used that YouTube save number previously, so instead I do TY, because it's the opposite of YouTube. Yeah, that is really kind of crazy. Anyway, the ability to prestige. So after you launch the rocket at the 12th tier, which we were, I think, a couple of hours away from, to be honest, but either way, this save file, which has been provided by the developer, 14 rocket launched, 15 prestige points available, production multiplier. So after you do that, you get the ability to reincarnate and come back, which means that you can play yet more with yet more bonuses already in place. So this is the prestige multiplier, a production bonus that allows most frames to craft multiple items at the same time. Boom, we get that. Immediately, you're up to an 8 times production multiplier. Increase all storage capacity by 70%. You retain your knowledge of glitched widgets after your ascension. That's quite handy, because I did end up getting information about glitch widgets just at the end there. Unlocks new planets for you to check out. Okay. Increases prestige multiplier by 20%. Yes, please. That's great. Increases total production by 1%. Increases handcrafting production. Let's go down here. Allows you to choose which planets you want to get. Terraforming. Allow you to terraform planets. Allow you to get even more exotic worlds. Storage, yeah, I mean, let's get more storage. Start the game with a launch facility. Additionally, other frames placed adjacent to a launch facility gain more productivity. Your rocket carries up to 20 of each type of widget over into the next game. Yes. Increased crafting speed, just in general, apparently. And there's just so much. So we jump into, effectively, a brand new game. We have to create a widget from nothing. But from here on... Oh my giddy aunt, look at this. Look at this. Okay, so this is just like straight up new stuff. We can terraform? We can terraform the planet? I mean, we are on like an absolute barren world. We've got a launch facility here, which is what we needed to supply in order to launch launch the rocket just at the end there. We've obviously got this widget facility here. Iron ore, I mean, wow. Crazy stuff. Like, really crazy. I feel like with a 10 times production multiplier, can we create 209? Oh my goodness gracious me. Right, let's do this. How much is this going to give us, actually? It's going to give us 10 apiece, of course, because we've got a 10x multiplier, right? So it makes perfect sense that we're able to get 10 at a time. We're able to move 10 iron at a time into the foundry. And then when we automate this here, which we're going to be able to do as soon as we get the iron from the output. There we go. Yeah, so we're basically able to 10x absolutely everything. How bonkers is that? The answer is very bonkers. So we would... Wow, we've actually already got... some of the technology unlocked. Lightning upgrade. Yeah, because I guess it all carries over. Wow. Anyway, yeah, we're going to wrap that one up right about there, ladies and gents. Definitely check out Widget Inc. if you have recently or not recently played it, because, yeah, there's a lot more stuff in it. It's not just the sort of basic story, I say, that is loads of times. There's a prestige system, and prestiging is cool. Colonizing and terraforming and exploring brand new barren worlds. Very cool indeed. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.